Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Faradillah Agustin, and I'm from English Study Program of PGRI Wiranegara University. Today, I would like to speak an informative speech of teenage pregnancy. Teen pregnancy. Did you ever have a doll when you were younger that you would play with and pretend was your own real baby? Did your sister ever make you play Jolly House with her, staring as the mummy taking care of all sorts of children? Life examples like this are proof that at a small age we intend to become nurturers. But who wants to wake up every day with the pressure of going to school, going to work, and taking care of children? Too many of you sitting here are already parents and face animal responsibilities according to Child Trends Data Bank. More than 55% of teenagers don't even have jobs. Never as teenager, we do sit and daydream about being pregnant or becoming parents in high school. All we want to dream about is moving far away from our families, living on our own and making a lot of money doing it. But does reality ever match the dream? Are teens ever faced with the fact that their perfect plans might take a small detour? Today, we will all come to the realization that teen pregnancy happens. It's real and is growing every day. First, we will look at the sum of the possible factors that lead to teen pregnancy are. Then we will compare the statistic of the teen pregnancy is not only Utah but the United States. And finally, we will discuss the risk of becoming a parent as a teenager. There are two possible factors of teen pregnancy I wish to discuss you. The first is the lack of education of contraceptive and sexually transmitted diseases. According to Divi Moon, spokeswoman to the National Assembly on School-Based Healthcare, there are about 1,700 school-based health centers nationwide, and only about 1 per 3, almost all of them high school, provide contraceptive. Utah is one of 3 states that still require parents to sign off their children receiving any sexual education in schools. Brenda Hales, Associate Superintendent with the Utah State Office of Education, claims that parents should be the primary research of human sexuality, instruction, and values related to the subject. However, some lawmakers are complaining that parents are not talking about sex with their children. With the rate of start and teen pregnancies on the wrist of Utah, Planned Parenthood, a sanitation health center for pregnant teens, has been has been accused multiple times of infiltrating Utah schools to push their agendas. The second possible factor of teen pregnancy is unwanted sex. According to Tenement.com, nearly 4 in 10 girls whose first intercourse experience happened at age 30 and 40 report that the sex was unwanted and involuntary. Feminist comes states that an estimated 20% of teen girls become pregnant as the direct result of rape. The Harvard School of Public Health's excessive Research on the life of girls demonstrates that girls who are victims of liens from dating partners are 4 to 6 times more likely to become pregnant and 8 to 9 times more likely to commit suicide and that non-abused girl. Teen pregnancy isn't simply about girls and boys being promiscuous or lacking access to sex education and contraception. Too often, teen pregnancy is about girls losing agency over their bodies because of the unbearable injuries of being sexually violated. That means 34% of teenagers have at least one child before they turn 20. 78 79% of teenagers who become pregnant aren't married. Close to 25% of teen mothers become pregnant with their second child within a race of their first birth. Social education and financial costs of teen pregnancy, the US spends approximately $7 billion each year trying to help birth and raise children of teenage parents. You've ever heard the probable causes of teen pregnancy. You've heard about some statistic, but you haven't heard the risk of adolescent pregnancy. The risks are great. Pregnancy has never been a walk in the park for anyone, teenagers especially. Preg- Pregnant teens and their unborn babies have a list of unique medical risks. One of the most crucial being the lack of prenatal care. Teenage girls who get pregnant, especially those who don't have support from their parents, are at risk of getting inadequate prenatal care. Birth defects are a common result of neglecting prenatal care. Another risk of teen pregnancy is high blood pressure, also known as pregnancy-induced hypertension. Because of the immaturity of the teenage development, they are more at risk than women in their S. Other risks to brush over likely than that are to be taken seriously are premature births, low birth weight babies, starts postpartum depression, and feeling alone and isolated. Today, I hope you understand that teen pregnancy is considered a huge pandemic in our society. Becoming a parent at such a younger age is becoming more and more common in this day and age. Thank you for listening and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.